This morning, still me, Derek, no dog left behind in Moose Jaw. I want to talk about how words matter. There was a study done where there's two groups of subjects. One group of subjects, grouping, I guess I could say, were given jumbled sentences. The sentences led to, when they're rearranged to be coherent, conveyed a message of an underlying kind of aggressiveness, okay? Or something like hit man, he became he hit man. The other grouping of test subjects were given a series of words that had no aggressiveness connotation when rejumbled back together. So something along the lines of door closed, he closed door. Okay, so these two groups were giving a series of words. One had a kind of underlying aggressive or threatening connotation with the words that they used, and the other one did not. Okay, now what the next part of the test was, these subjects had to give 20 electric shocks to other people that weren't in the test subject groups for the first part, and they could vary the intensity of the shocks. Now, the group that used and had an association with more aggressive wording, there was a 48% jump in the intensity of the shocks that group delivered. The only difference was that the words that they were exposed to prior. So pretty much 1 in 2 people out of that first group were less sympathetic and empathetic in the moment and delivered more intense shocks because of the words that they had scrambled to make coherent sentences that had aggressive connotations to them. So that's alarming to me, but it also makes a lot of clear sense, because in dog training, there's kind of two sides of the fence of how you speak, okay? There's like, you got to show the dog who's boss, you're the master, you got to dominate the dog, these kinds of things. And then there's the other side, which is the side I'm on, where, and obedience too is on that other side. People like to say like obedience training and stuff like that. All those words are really old words to me that I see like a dictator using, or with slaves and things like that. Master and slave. Obedience means that you're not being totally compliant and very obedient, and that's same type of era of the master and slave thing. And dominance, I just have a total negative association with, because I feel like saying the word dominance is totally, for me, so commonly misused and misunderstood and mislabeled. So on the flip side of it, for instance, myself, I offer training classes. I teach leadership and leading like a parent. And it's just the words I use are different. And I think it has an effect. And I know it does. Compared to if I tell people, like, you got to show the dog who's boss, they're going to be a lot more apt to do it at whatever cost. And the way that that's taken, or if you got to show the dog that you're the master, I mean, you're going to be more abrasive than if I say lead like a parent. How would you, create some respect with your child? You wouldn't do it through force, right? Because respect is gained through trust, and leadership, where being a master, is gained through fearing any entity, for that matter, into submission. There's another word I hate, submission. Anyways, you get the point. I'll leave it at that, but your words matter. So if you use a lot more rough around the edge words, it could possibly affect other areas of your life. So this information I came across was really interesting to me, and I could easily apply it to my business and convey a message to you guys, and that was exciting for me. So once again, like this, share it, unlike it, whatever you want. Just do something. Let me know what you think.